feet, broken 2,800 feet, broken 4,600 feet, temperature 12, dew point 11, QNH 1011, trend, temporary clouds broken 1,400 feet, Bremen information Charlie out. This is Bremen information Charlie, Met report time 1650, expect radar vectored ILS Zulu approach, runway in use 27, when airborne monitor advisory 122.800, transition level 70, wind 220 degrees 9 knots, visibility 10 kilometers, clouds broken 1,900 feet, broken 2,800 feet, broken 4,600 feet, temperature 12, dew point 11, QNH 1011.
Alright, very good day everybody. Welcome to another video. This is your favorite funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko and I will be your captain for today's flight. And today's flight will take us back to the PMDG Boeing 737-800 and we'll be flying on the VATSIM network. For a short flight, city hop from Bremen to Malmö, so from Germany to Sweden. It's going to be quite a short flight. Hopefully we will get some ATC going for us during this one. The air time will be 43 minutes, block time 1 hour and 11 minutes, depending how long we will take our time. Alright, we're using real world time and real world weather. We'll be using ESX and the Aerosoft Simple Traffic tool. And then for the VATSIM network, for the ATC, we'll be using the VATSIM network. See how that's going to go down. Alright. Well, sorry about the sound in the beginning. Let me just quickly do a little sound check here before we get going. Stand by. Alright, so I have to check a little bit of the sound settings there, but everything appears to be okay. Alright, so let's get the screen hump out of the way. So we're parked in Bremen Airport. I believe we're gate number 3. We have the Scandinavian Airlines livery. The jetway has been connected, and we should have the ground power units connected to the nose of the airplane as well. Here, as I said, real world time and real world weather, so there is not a whole lot to see. This is a very dark airport in the simulator at least. Got Lufthansa coming in here. So we are now on the VATSIM network, but we're also using the Aerosoft Simple Traffic tool, so there might actually be some other traffic too. Right, so let's get inside, get everything set up. So the battery issue that we used to have. Oh, cool, that's emergency exit lights. I didn't know that worked. Okay, so the batteries are working. That's cool. the ground power has been connected, so we can turn that on as well. Logo lights and anti-collision lights. So it's been a while since I flew on the network, and it's also been a while since I flew the 737-800. We'll see how things are going to go. Let's first get some lights going, and let's listen in again with the ATIS information. I believe we were at information Charlie. The ATIS has gone offline, and that's a shame. My apologies. Right, so fetch the flight plan from the electronic flight bag. So still we have some weather report here. 2208 knots, 10 miles. Broken at 1800, broken at 2600, overcast 3900, it's 13 degrees, QNH 1011. So for the LFP, we'll be using cost index 14, wind 265 at 085, and cruising altitude 310, fuel. Block fuel 5.2 and final liters 2.5. And then we have been given by dispatch 127 for the Wiesen, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, the Whiskey Sierra November 1 Lima departure. Alright. So runway 27, what was the wind again? 220. Alright. So let's start, we are using GSX, so let's start with the boarding.
Boarding requested.
I'm not too sure where to request our clearance now. Echo Delta Delta Hotel. Could try with them. I think that's Hamburg approach. 120.540.
Do you want to board crew?
Both please.
Pilots boarding starting.
I'm radar using 21905. Currently
Crew boarding starting.
207. Would you like slower? Was a further right turn heading 290 degrees, intercept speed 200 knots, UT1905.
So should be at gate number 2. Yeah, so Bremen was online when I started to set everything up. We only have Bremen Center and then that's Hamburg, so probably Bremen Center. We should probably use them for requesting our clearance, I guess, if at all. So, positive, Echo, Delta Delta Whiskey. Gate number 2.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
We have to localize now, we do 195.
No, it doesn't say here, oh, it does. Just popping in. Here it says 03. So 5.3, 2.5, that seems okay. So set fuel, set payload, and select route. Load it up.
Alpha operator for 5 Union, contact tower 126 Jetway.
So we do see the passengers walking through the jetway this time. That's always like that. So 124.175. Bremen Center, Scandinavian 812 requesting IFR clearance to Malmö, please. I definitely wouldn't mind if they would actually give us our clearance. I'm not sure if they are supposed to give us our clearance though. Because Bremen all of a sudden popped off the network.
Ready, level 200, being posted, option 95.
124.175. Bremen Radar, guten Abend. This is Scandinavian 812 requesting IFR clearance to Malmö, please, if we can. Alright, so I guess we just go to Unicom, 122.8, and we'll just give ourselves our clearance. There's no ATC anymore at this location, unfortunately. Right, 122.8, and this one should be 121.5 for the guard frequency. Swap them over. Alright. So that means we can continue setting up. Departure runway will be 27. And we have the Whiskey Sierra November 1 Lima departure. No transition, execute. And for the arrival, check our LFP. We have the DETUS 2 Sierra, runway 17. ILS 17, DETUS 2 Sierra, no transition, execute. So we got the entire route in here now. We might be getting factors from ATC. After Mike Sierra 850 will be pretty much like the approach fix there. So perfect it. Block fuel 5.3. We'll just enter the numbers as we see them in the OFP. So the reserve fuel for today's flight is going to be 2.5. Cost index, I believe it was 1.7. And cruising altitude would be 310. And the winds were 265. 6, come on 6. Quick please. 265. 085. Transition altitude 5,000, I believe it's at 7,000 on the ATIS, but the ATIS is also gone offline. So we can do it. Quickly check the chart here. Transition altitude 5,000, so we'll just keep that for now. And on limit, and then we're almost done, except the boarding is actually still in progress. So performance tool, out of Bremen Airport. We'll be using runway 27. Runway length remaining 8.6. One 1011. So let's hit calculate. Acceleration height 1500. Flap setting will be 5. And we'll get a takeoff 1D rating at 48 degrees, which should result in 89.3% of N1. Our V1 speed is 135, rotate 136, P2 141. We'll start takeoff 1 at 48 degrees. Giving us 90.1, I'll take it. Then we've got a flaps 5 takeoff. Center of gravity trim setting 4.9. That's close enough. 135, 136, 141, and the runway length remaining 86. Let's enter that too. There we have it. Alright. Alright, so that pretty much concludes the setup of the FMC. Let's see what the boarding is doing in the meantime. We're going slow, 47 out of 135. So maybe we'll just not wait until it fills up. It doesn't matter. We'll just take off at some point, I guess. I think we're pretty much set up. Let's set parking brake. We'll have no squawk, so I'm not really sure what they would like us to squawk on VATSIM in that case. Let's just try 1200, I guess. Alright, so we are on external power. Let's start up the APU. Get our fuel pumps open. And we have GPS. Seatbelt fine, but let's check if we have the fuel on board. 5.3. For the airport elevation, 14. We can keep that at sea level, and then we'll be cruising 310. Let's quickly go over those numbers in the OFP, just to be sure. We should have, cost index is 14, it's not 17, it is 265.085 for the wind, 310. Probably the cost index not going to be too much of a problem, maybe we'll just leave it there. Actually, it would be interesting if we change it. Maybe we'll get, I'm not sure how that works, if we'd get a, let me go back, the index. Performance. The cost index 14. I'm wondering if we get a different N1, but probably not. Usually it's off anyway. So cost index 14, execute, the rest is the same. But then for the N1 limit, 48 degrees. Takeoff 1 is still 19.1. Takeoff speeds are untouched, 135, 136, 141. So we'll just keep it all like that. So the trim will be 4.9, but pretty much 5 there. So I really like this analog style trim. So it's super sensitive and at the same time it's super unreadable. It's amazing. Right, APU is stabilized. Turn on the APU bleed. Then I guess we're pretty much good to go, man. Do a weather check before we go. 220 at 8 knots. QNH 1011. So just to set up the mode control panel, and I guess then we'll just start pushing back and taxiing to the runway. So we'll have to have a look at the departure and at the taxi route before we do that. Flight director on, both sides. No altitude, I'll just go straight up to cruising altitude, 310. So then the runway 27, heading 266, we'll taxi there. Hotel Foxtrot, that should be it. .266, let's set the runway heading in our heading window. And we can arm the auto thrust, so LNAV, VNAV are both armed. So we are on APU, so we can turn on the APU generators, and then we'll turn off the ground power and we'll physically disconnect them as well. So ground power release. And we go GSX for 80 out of 135 passengers. Well, let's keep them going for a little bit longer. Let's have a look at the departure. Now, I used to be able to drag with my mouse. Once you zoom in, that's no longer possible. So now there may be some bugs. I'm curious to see if we look at the charts here on the ESD. That's going to work for us. Departure. With the 1 Lima, ours, let's put a pin in that one. Oh, that's the drifting of my controller. Come back. Transition altitude 5000. Yeah, this you can still drag, that's good. So runway 27, 086, wait. 266 degrees, we're going this way. Right turn, heading 022 to ways of VOR, like a VOR I guess. Or might it be an NDB, I'm not really sure. That's good enough for it. Initial climb clearance 4000, but as I said, there's not a lot of ATC remaining. We got Echo Delta Whiskey Whiskey center, another center for Bremen. Just quickly check in the other window. I guess we'll just take off. So. So GSX. And prepare for pushback and departure. It's waiting for the other service to complete, really. That's a bummer. And let's have a good look on the charts on this one. The hotel. That's it. And that's Foxtrot. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, the show captain speaking. Welcome aboard Flight 812 until Malmö. This evening, thank you for flying with us. We'll be departing in approximately 5 minutes. We're just finishing up the boarding and we'll get our clearance and then we'll start taxiing. And we expect to arrive in approximately 44 minutes after departure. So we'll be cruising at an altitude of 310,000 feet, which is approximately 9.5 kilometers. We hope you enjoy your flight. Is there anything you need, then don't hesitate and just reach out to our lovely flight attendants. They'll be there to just basically make you feel awesome. Thank you very much for your attention on behalf of the entire crew at Scandinavian Airlines. Thank you for flying with us. Once we got that bit out of the way as well, I think we can do here, let's turn on the TCAS. We're squawking 1200 since there's no ATC. If we want to be really neat, then we'll also set 266 in the chorus box, but I also don't have the ILS frequency actually for the landing runway on this airport. But you could obviously then just put that in as well, just as you know, in case you have to immediately turn around and land again. So then you'll have the chorus setting there, so you can immediately perform an auto land. Oh, sorry, in ILS. We could have a look. So Bremen, let's say if we wanted to do that, we go to the approach charts, runway 27, ILS, Zulu or localizers. Let's have a look at this one. And then we'll see here 110.9. fly like this. So in case we do have to, you know, return to the airport, then we could immediately. They just factor us to line up with the runway for an island, and we'll just set her down. We'll have the course here already. Now to check the legs page, see if there's any discontinuities. I believe there was only one at the very last. Actually, since we're flying online, it's not a bad idea to go over all the waypoints in case all of a sudden Bremen Center gives us direct to. So, all these numbers I guess we'll figure out. Whiskey Sierra November, then we got Stade, I'm not sure how they will pronounce it. Estad, Hamburg VOR, Lugek, Tospa, Anik, Pibul, Megar, Geska, KOSMO, Matek, DETUS, and then we got the other numbers. Basically, if ATC all of a sudden, you know, would throw something at you like, hey man, go direct Geska. You're like, what the hell, man? Go where? You know, so I try to make it into a habit a little bit, but I don't fly online very often. To try and remember to just go over these and actually say them out loud, just so that my ears have heard them at least once, you know, instead of just the sound in my head, which may sound like Peter Pan or like doom metal, who knows, you know. So yeah. We are 1-2.8, yeah. So flap setting will be 5, and we'll set the auto brake to RTO after we start the engines. We set the trim 4.90, and we'll be going straight to our cruising altitude, 31,000 feet, or flight level 310. Transition level is at 5,000. Top of climb is right there at Hamburg VOR at the moment. Alright man, what's happening? We're 127 out of 135, so we're really wrapping up. Now, a mental note to myself. After touchdown in Malmö, I should immediately disconnect from the network. That's the first thing. Secondly, I should disconnect from Atlanta, and then I'm gonna go. Cool. Boarding to be completed. Look at that. Jetway is pulling away. Let's get the Atlanta overlay up as well, now that we're talking about it.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Close all doors.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking here.
pushback will go nose to the right and tail to the left. So it will jump in our seat here. Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Right, engine number 2. And to start the job. I guess a few minutes. Bremen ground, Scandinavian 812 737 800 pushing back from stand 3 for taxiing to runway 27, Bremen ground. Just in case anyone was listening on the Unicom frequency. This airport is really too dark, man. Go. Engine number 1. To the Lufthansa on landing.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Let's do the auto brake to check the takeoff and flaps 5 for the takeoff. So we should now verify our takeoff speeds. So we had 139, let's have a look. 135, 136, 141. So we, oh, there we're getting a little message. Oh, this, I have to check something. My sound settings for the pilot. Stand by 1 second. I think they want us to contact them. Please contact me 126.325. Alright, but I cut this over my television speaker. Stand by 1 second here. One to 6.325. Let's first confirm good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
So do we have 325, 126.325. Alright. And what's the name of our station? Let's have a look. Bremen Center. Bremen Center, good evening, guten Abend, Scandinavian 812, type 737-800. Stand by, please, Scandinavian 812, we have some sound issues.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
And it is 415 Quebec.
Yeah, that should be better. Bremen Central, good evening. Scandinavian 812 requesting IFR clearance to Malmö.
Scandinavian 812, you are clear to Malmö. Visa 4, correction, Visa 1 Lima departure, flight en route, climb to 4,000 feet, 7261.
Clear to Malmö via the Visa 1 Lima departure. Initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk 7261, Scandinavian 812.
Scandinavian 812, read back correct, report ready for taxi.
So 7261. Alright, so we got squawking 7261, but they did give us a altitude constriction of or constraint. Not really sure. Maybe you can use both. 4,000 feet.
Scandinavian 1648, you were... sorry for that actually. Climb to flight level 230.
Alright, so before we do anything,
was,
we have running engines.
a bit.
So, turn on main generator,
Scania 165.
turn off the APU.
1648, firm, climb to flight level 230.
APU bleed can come off
Yeah,
as well.
already climbing 230, no problem.
And the packs will go to
Perfect,
London.
on Scandinavian 1648, contact Copenhagen control 119.
And the smoking lights as well.
119 triple 5,
Runway
Scania
turn off lights
165, vielen Dank,
and
ciao.
the taxi lights. Let's turn off the dome lights. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We just received our clearance and we will start taxiing to the runway. We turned off the lights in the cabin. This is a normal procedure during nighttime operations. On behalf of the entire crew, thank you for your attention. Bremen Center, Scandinavian 812, request taxi, runway 27.
Scandinavian 812, taxi to Oxford, runway 27 via November Hotel and Foxtrot, report ready for departure.
Runway 27 via November Hotel, Foxtrot, and we'll report ready for departure, Scandinavian 812. So my pen that I'm using, I don't have any decent pen remaining. Alright, so we got our taxi clearance.
Passing to flight level 153, climbing to flight level 230.
Das ist von Alpha Bravo, Bremen, identified time to flight level 230, proceed direct to Ritzel.
So just quickly to confirm, we are probably on November right now. Yes,
Flight
this
level
is November.
230, and can you repeat?
Not very good to see, not clear, but here it is. So the dark grey one, November. Then we'll go Foxtrot,
Repeat direct
Hotel Foxtrot. So yeah, we'll take a left here, and then
Alpha
Hotel,
Bravo,
and then
direct to
forget on
Ritzel.
Foxtrot.
Direct to Ritzel, lifting the Alpha Bravo.
Okay, so it's release your parking brakes. Sometimes I hate the controller, man. Flaps back to 5.
Tower Lufthansa 953, flight level 127, climbing flight level 240.
Right, so we are rolling. We're now in November, we'll take a left one here onto a hotel and that will get us onto Foxtrot right there.
Ryanair 415 Quebec, contact Copenhagen control 119, das ist 555.
One 555. Bye bye.
Das ist Triangle. Bremen, guten Tag, identified, climb to flight level 240.
I'm happy that the controller called us. So we do actually have some control when we're doing the VATSIM flight, right? So we're now on hotel. We go left on Foxtrot. Right, so this will take us right to our runway.
Delta 105 Bravo, report indicated airspeed.
Indicate airspeed 3 knots.
Delta 105 Bravo, roger, reduce speed 280 knots.
280 knots, Lufthansa 105 Bravo.
I do like this little airport for some reason. You know, sometimes in a flight simulator, and you spawn your plane at some random airport, and sometimes you're just like, I like this airport, I wanna come back here again. And for some reason this happens to be one of them.
Delta 953, 105 advisory, 122.8, bye-bye. Delta 953 advisory, 122.8,
Goodbye.
In radar, moving 6904, reaching flight level 240, inbound S-Star.
Ja, 6904, Bremen, schönen guten Tag, identified, proceed direct to Ripso.
Direct Ripso, you're moving 6904, danke.
And you're moving 6904, normally I would like to leave you in the lower airspace, so maximum flight level 240. Do you insist on climbing to flight level 330?
No, for now, flight level 240 is also okay, you're moving 6904.
Right, that's set up parking, correct?
6904, roger that. You can proceed actually to Delta Hotel
612. Prepare for departure. Bremen Center, Scandinavian 812, holding short runway 27, we're ready for departure.
And you're going 6904, that's correct. Be advised, that is not a new flight plan, it will be the eastern downwind this time.
Jawohl, das habe ich schon verstanden, danke. You're moving 6904.
Scandinavian 812, roger, latest wind Bremen, 230 degrees 8 knots, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27, clear for takeoff, Scandinavian 812, thank you. Right, landing lights. Position strobe and steady. Parking brake released. And now let's get this baby to Malmö in Sweden. So the reason why I said the mental note to immediately disconnect after touchdown from the network is because I will record my landing. And I've had it happen at least more than once. that I forgot that I was still on the network and I was just replaying the landing. And then I got a little pip 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 message, you know, hey man, are you doing replays? And I was like, oh shit, sorry man. Alright, so we have our takeoff clearance. Let's go. We'll start the timer. If I can find the button in the dark. And we'll go 50% and 1. And then we'll let the engines stabilize right there. Then we'll set takeoff thrust.
Bremen radar, Eurowing 8 Charlie Mike at flight level 275, descending flight level 260.
80 knots.
Check.
Okay, Charlie Mike, Bremen radar identified, hello, descend to flight level 110, speed 280 knots, great.
Outside.
Descend flight level 110 and 280 knots operator for Eurowing
Gear up.
8 Charlie Mike.
Turn on the autopilot immediately.
Reduce speed 250 knots.
Is that working?
250 knots, Lufthansa Monitor Bravo. Lufthansa 3 Yankee Echo, on advisory wanted to 8. Lufthansa Monitor Bravo,
Alright, PMD, autopilot is on.
correction, descend to flight level 110. Flight level 110, Lufthansa Monitor Bravo.
So the right turn is coming up. So lock the gear. Can only turn off lights, back lights, we can get rid of those. Here's our flaps up speed, let's go flaps up. And I think we're just standing by to get clearance to climb.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha Bravo, proceed direct to Delta Hotel.
Might need some anti-icing, just to be sure with this, there is some humidity
Direct
there.
Delta Hotel 6620, Lufthansa Alpha Bravo. Lufthansa 1 Alpha Bravo, speed 280 knots or greater, please. Speed 280 or greater, Lufthansa 1 Alpha Bravo.
So reset IMBC altitude.
Okay, Charlie Mike, reduce speed 250 knots or less.
250 knots for 8 Charlie Mike.
Bremen, radar, Scandinavian 812, we are 4,000 feet and we are 15 nautical miles from Whiskey Sierra November.
Yeah, Scandinavian 812, climb to flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Scandinavian 812.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha Bravo, please say again the vertical speed.
Right, so alt intervent.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha Bravo, there was no vertical speed, just your speed 280 knots or straight. 280 knots, sorry, that's not enough. No problem, Lufthansa 1 Alpha Bravo, correct Bremen, 120,540, Lufthansa 1 Alpha Bravo. Eurowing 8 Charlie Mike, correct Bremen, 120,540.
120,540 for Eurowing 8 Charlie Mike.
So the nice thing of alt intervent is that I believe it then remain in VNAV mode. So transition altitude, let's go standard barometric pressure. Nose has dropped already a little bit below 10 degrees, but let's keep the passengers strapped in for a little bit longer.
Eurowing 6904,
Need top of descent, we can expect 100 nautical miles at 1850 Zulu.
descending flight level 110.
Like 35 minutes or so. Or like 15 minutes.
Radar, good evening, Lufthansa 2077, coming to flight level 100.
So 2077 identified, proceed direct to Tsuka, climb to flight level 240.
Direct Tsuka 240, Lufthansa 2077.
So the arrival, Malmö, go back to the chart. Approach chart, ILS localized, let's go category 2. 111.9. So 111.9, we'll set that. And the final approach course 169. Thousand feet. Turn off the landing lights. I find them in the dark. You know, let's turn on the dome lights. Put it on D. To see what we're doing. Landing lights off. And the seatbelt sign can come off as well. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flyback, Sir Captain speaking. We have turned off the seatbelt sign, which means that you can now get up from your seat if you want to, walk around the aircraft, enjoy what we have to offer. Go wash your hands if you need to.
Good evening, Eurowings 121, climbing 100.
And just enjoy your flight.
Wings 121, Sim radar, good evening, identified. Climb to flight level 230, proceed direct to Nusku. Direct Nusku
Flight
and
total starts
climb
2500 at 7.2
7.2
nautical miles from November Mike Sierra. That is the localizers, that's good. So 7.2 and the heading to 169. So 349. So go to our fixed page and put in a runway. We had 145, 149, what was it? So 349. This will give us the extended runway center line coming to us. And it is 7.2 nautical miles. That will create a link around the touchdown zone. And we'll repeat this for
6904,
15 nautical miles as well.
10540,
10540, danke, schönen Abend, ciao, German 6904.
The plan page, and then we should be able to see what we just did.
Lufthansa 2077, monitor advisory, mounted to HS.
22 Unicorn 2077, ciao.
Eurowings 121, proceed direct to Okba.
Direct Okba, Eurowings 121.
37.2 range link. That's looking nice. The camera angle really sucks here for a second, stand by. We'll be coming from DETUS and going up. Alright, cool. So that's all set up. This is just like a visual aid that we just did. But we will need 169 and 169 in both the course boxes. And then we have 111-190. And the decision altitudes. Let's have a look at that. 105.
David 812, contact Maastricht 136465.
Excuse me, say again, Scandinavian 812, please.
Okay, David 812, frequency is 136465.
136465, Scandinavian 812, thank you, sir. Bye-bye. 136465.
Yes, level 330 to 200 miles out of the ship.
Just quickly picking what the
Ryanair
frequency is supposed to
134
be.
Maastricht, hello, identified.
136465. Let's take the radar, okay. So before we go in, let's have a look at our position. Let's take the radar, good evening, Scandinavian 812, climbing through flight level 200 for flight level 240. We are 22 nautical miles from Hamburg, VOR.
Scandinavian 812, Maastricht, hello, identified, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, Scandinavian 812. The flaps were never fully retracted. We'll just go back at 230 knots. There you go. Now we can go quicker. So we have the decision altitude, 105 feet above ground level. By that time, if we do not see the runway, we must perform a go-around missed approach procedure. VREF, speed, we can have a look now. Flaps 30. Let's have a look at the weather. If it's maybe like super windy, crosswind or something. 17 knots is quite windy, 230. So we might benefit from full flaps landing, perhaps. If we would do that,
good evening,
would be
Scandinavian 118, flight
Let's
level
put it in for now in any case.
Scandinavian 118, Maastricht, hello, identified. Is he direct to Gidzenko?
The direct to Gidzenko for Scandinavian 118.
Nautical miles until the top of descent at 1851.
Maastricht Radio, good evening, Scandinavian 554. The climb flight level 250.
Scandinavian 554, Maastricht, hello, identified, climb flight level 310.
310, and could we leave cockpit for 2 minutes?
Yeah, that's approved.
Oh, sorry, could we leave for 4 minutes?
Maastricht radar, Scandinavian 812, request to step away for like 2 minutes, please.
Scandinavian 812 approved.
Thank you.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll be right back.
radar, Scandinavian 118, requesting descent.
Scandinavian 118, descent flight level 320.
Descent to flight level 320, Scandinavian 118.
EC63 Bravo Zulu, contact Copenhagen 135.565, bye-bye.
13565, EC63 Bravo Zulu, Bravo, thank you, bye-bye.
Hello, inbound DETUS.
Speedbird 820, Maastricht, hello, identified.
Alright, cool, so we're back. Maastricht drive of Scandinavian 812, we're back.
Scandinavian 812, roger, thanks.
Thank you. Do we have a moon coming up? Beautiful, look at that. I'm loving it.
KLM 1 Echo Bravo, flight level 200.
Take a little
KLM
screenshot
1
of
Echo
that.
Bravo, Maastricht, hello, identified. Climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, KLM 1 Echo Bravo.
Yeah.
Scandinavian 118, descent flight level 270, range 2,000 feet per minute, question 2,500 feet per minute, great.
Descent flight level...
So cool, the moon is sort of like...
100 feet per minute,
Looks like he's laying down on the clouds.
Scandinavian 1 negative, that's 727,
Correction, flight level 270, Scandinavian 118.
Scandinavian 554, we're back.
Scandinavian 554, roger, thank you.
That's we're reaching cruising altitude. And the top of descent is in a couple of minutes. Now, do we have further ATC? Let's quickly have a look. Yeah, looks like it. We have Malmö control. Alright, cool. So we'll just stand by for a new frequency at some point. Reset MC altitude.
Scandinavian 812, descent flight level 290.
Descent flight level 290, Scandinavian 812. So they're starting our descent. So what we'll do, we'll go to descent page. And it's descending, very good. Quick look at the descent winds. Arrival 19 18.
Scandinavian 118, contact Copenhagen 119 at decimal 555, bye-bye.
Copenhagen 119 at decimal 555, Scandinavian 118, bye.
Marcus Radar, good evening. Lufthansa 31 Charlie, flight level 370 inbound Marcus.
Vertical deviation
Lufthansa 31 Charlie, Maastricht
200 feet low, 250. That's alright. Started a little bit early maybe. Once again, look at that moon length down on the clouds. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Really cool.
Scandinavian 812, descent flight level 280.
Descent flight level 280, Scandinavian 812.
Scandinavian 812, contact Copenhagen 119 at decimal 555, bye-bye.
119 at decimal 555, good night sir, bye. 119 at decimal 555.
Maastricht Control, good evening, Lufthansa.
Runway 22 left. Monarch 5 Charlie arrival, Southwest 561.
Copenhagen, good evening, Postman 87 Lima information, Delta descending flight level transit.
Postman 87 Lima, Copenhagen, control identified, cleared Monarch 5 Charlie, arrival, runway 22 left.
Monarch 5 Charlie, 22 left, Postman 87 Lima.
Copenhagen, good evening, with Scandinavian 812 descending through flight level 289 as we are 5 knots commands from people.
Scandinavian 812 Copenhagen, control hello identified, descent flight level 900, clear to DETUS to Sierra, arrival, runway 17.
Please repeat, Scandinavian 812.
Clear to DETUS to Sierra, arrival, runway 17, descent flight level 90.
Descent flight level 90 for runway 17, the D2 to Sierra arrival, Scandinavian 812.
Southwest 561, proceed direct Nexo, descent fly correction, for now descent flight level 200.
Southwest 561, could you say that again please?
Proceed direct Nexo.
Health intervent to 9,000 feet.
I'm sorry, we are broken. Could you say take? Southwest 561.
Look at
561. Proceed direct
our vertical deviation is now 2,000 feet and climbing even.
Direct
so, let's get the speed to X-South immediately.
Emirates 9754, contact approach 118-455.
Approach 118-455, Emirates 9754, goodbye. And the vertical deviation is now dropping. So 1855, expected to land 1919.
Postman 87 Lima.
Postman 87 Lima, go ahead.
Any speed restriction?
For now, 260 or below.
Vertical deviation? 650.
87 Lima, thank you.
Southwest 561, do I continue descent or maintain flight level 200?
Just keep the speed like that for a little longer.
Level 100.
100, Southwest 561.
Deviation is now down to 250 feet. So looking, getting to look a lot better. Our speed is 255. Descent speed should be 255 as well. So that's very good. So we're now on the descent profile again. So let's see if we can get the sea brakes in. At the same time, let me start recording Sky Dolly so we can have a landing replay later, although it will be pretty dark. And let's strap in this
Hello,
passenger.
Scandinavian 90563, direct upon me to cross and maintain flight level 240.
Scandinavian 90563.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We've started our descent. Please return to your seats. Make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened. Make sure that your seat is in the upright position, and also to make sure that the tray in front of you is secured and latched. Thank you for your attention. We expect to touch down in approximately 23 minutes. On behalf of the entire crew and the captain, thank you for flying.
Scandinavian 9er.
Right, we're still on profile, speed 255, that's all looking dandy.
Scandinavian 9er 563, this is the wrong frequency. Go back to the previous.
So runway 17, so we'll be flying basically DETUS, and then we'll follow this.
1182, contact
and we'll take a right turn.
Control on 128215 line.
So now would be a good time. Let's see, fuel quantity expected on touchdown 3.0, we're now 3.4. So we're not going to be on a whole lot of fuel.
Can you repeat the rest?
Flaps 40, 134.
128215.
Let's do flaps 40 landing today. We have quite some wind.
215, Spirit 1182.
Wind was 17 knots, now down to 15 at 220 degrees. We'll be flying on runway 17 at 165 degrees.
118, descent flight level 200.
Flight level 200, Scandinavian 118.
Please dial that. .007, double check, yes.
Control, good evening, Defender 900 Papa, passing 150.
Defender 900 Papa, Copenhagen, control, hello, identified climb flight level 280, direct Nico.
Climb flight level 280 and direct to Defender 900.
See if there's any tower frequency maybe.
87 Lima, turn left heading 320 for safety.
Left 320 for
like.
87 Lima.
Getting a little bit high on the profile here, 47, 50 feet. Speed is also getting a little high. Let's just get a little speed back out for a little, for a couple of seconds.
Southwest 561 for spacing, turn left heading 310.
Please say that again.
Turn left heading 300.
Left 300, Southwest 561.
For KOSMO, we can expect MATEC DETUS, Mike Sierra 720, Mike Sierra 721, Mike Sierra 853, Mike Sierra 851, 850, and then let's have a look on the chart what that is going to look like. Actually, let's do it on the NEF display here. We go to plan. I'm thinking this is looking very nice. It's just these two need to be lined up, joined if you will, so let's just do that. We can do that without DETUS, that's fine.
Open 87 Lima, descend flight level 110.
Descending 110, Postman 87 Lima.
Scandinavian 118, descend flight level 900.
Descent flight level 900, Scandinavian 118.
Southwest 561, please can I step up for just 5 minutes?
Southwest 561 again.
Step out of the deck for just 5 minutes.
Negative, you're about to land, so I will contact. I will shortly give you some more instructions and then send you to approach. Sorry.
111
Okay, thank you. Negative, no problem.
Copenhagen, hello, it's 9773, Patrick flight level 130, climbing 190, inbound Lupa.
So it sounds like the gentleman was very close to landing and he wanted to step out.
Hello, identified climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, that's 9773.
Deploying the speed brakes, let's lift again.
Now Copenhagen control 128-215.
Gonna come in and control on 128.215, Papa.
Copenhagen control, hello, estimate 2610, climbing flight level 190.
With Blake 2610 Copenhagen control, hello, identified climb flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Westlake 2610.
Copenhagen, good evening, blue water 14002.
Air Federation 209.
402 Copenhagen control, hello, identified. Here, modified Charlie arrival, runway to the left.
5 Charlie arrival, runway to the left, blue water 14002.
Speed brakes exact.
561, resume all navigation, direct all vehicles.
So descent checklist, pressurization, landing altitude, landing altimeter, landing altitude. Recall, let's check the recall. Recall's happy.
Direct oblique, stop
auto brake. So we'll go auto brake.
812, contact approach 134-908, right?
Please say frequency Scandinavian 812.
134.908.
Traffic. 134.908, thank you, bye bye. 134.908.
Boston 87 Lima, turn right heading 080.
Right 080, Boston 87 Lima.
Blue.
Approach, good evening, Scandinavian 812, descending through flight level 123 for flight level 90. We are 5.5 nautical miles from DETUS.
Scandinavian 812, Sweden control identified, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1006, get inbound group, DETUS to Sierra arrival, runway 17.
Descend 4,000 feet, and for runway 17, QNH 1006, Scandinavian 812.
Scandinavian 812, confirm DETUS to Sierra.
DETUS to Sierra, Scandinavian 812.
Thank you. Break. Air Baltic 6 Uniform Victor, contact Copenhagen approach 118.455.
Circle 4,000 feet.
118.455,
quickly double check. Arrival is the DETUS to Sierra. Alright. So we go there, 10,000 feet. Let's turn on the landing lights. Auto brake 2 should be okay. Landing data VLF and minimums. We have a VLF speed 134, so that will be 139 with wind correction. We have 111.990, that's the ILS frequency, and we have 169 for the final approach course, and we have decision altitude 105 feet HL or above ground level. And we have the QNH 1007, that should be 1006. And that's corrected. Approach briefing, well, that's completed as well. So that's approach.
Sorry, I get each 7 knots. Equator 759er, 300 knots. 300 knots for each 7 knots. Aircraft 2184, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250 knots, airport 184.
Equator 5907, descend altitude 5,000 feet, Malmö QNH 1006.
Descend altitude 5,000 feet, 1006, you can stage of that 597.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Please note we have turned off the cabin lights. This is a normal procedure during nighttime operations. We'll be expecting to touch down in Malmö in about 15 minutes. The temperature at Malmö airport tonight is about 9 degrees centigrade. There's a little bit of wind and a little bit of clouds, but we're expecting a smooth touchdown. On behalf of Scandinavian Airlines and the entire crew, thank you very much for your attention. (9,000 feet coming up, but we're now cleared down to 4,000. So what's our speed doing? 240.
Egypt Air 759er, descend flight level 100.
Flight 100, Egypt Air 759.
So transition altitude was 5,000, I think.
Airflow 2184, speed 230.
Airflow 2184, speed 230 knots.
Position altitude 5,000. And then we'll intercept the glide slope at 2,500 feet. I really like how ATC were very quick to
Airflow 2184, proceed direct SIA.
I've done this a couple of times on using saintengines.ai for ATC. They're okay, and they're definitely better than Flight Simulator, but, you know, this is the real, well, sort of the real deal.
Sweden, hello, this is Ryanair 604 with you, partner 130 for 1.
But this works, so far we're looking to...
04, Sweden control, identified.
If I follow this, we're quite tight, but we'll see how it's going to go down. If the VRF speed has changed at all, 134 knots.
Egypt Air 759er, speed 230.
230 knots.
So in case we do anything, we'll go around, which I very much hope we don't. Missed approach, climb straight ahead to 2,500, radar vectoring for a new approach. Alright, cool. That's
Scandinavian 812, can you expedite that descent to 4,000, please?
Say again, Scandinavian 812, please.
Scandinavian 812, expedite descent to 4,000, please.
Expedite to 4,000, Scandinavian 812. So we're not going quick enough.
Egypt Air 597, contact Copenhagen Control, 118.455.
Copenhagen Control, 118.455, Egypt Air 597, bye-bye.
We're getting close to the airport, 12.5 nautical miles, but it's a straight line from here to the localizer. Obviously we got some more track miles to go. That would be like 34 track miles actually to go. But nonetheless, let's turn on the runway turn-off lights and the taxi lights as well. And then for landing, engine start switches go to continuous relay lights. So transition altitude is 5,000 feet. We're plummeting down now to, well, we're actually speeding a little bit, so let's get the speed brake out at the same time. We can probably go 1,000 feet per minute now.
Aeroflot 2184, descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descend 5,000 feet and QNH 1007, Aeroflot 2184.
Egypt Air 759er, descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Roger, red 75007 for Egypt Air 759er.
Let's go speed 230. Speed brake retracted.
Scandinavian 812, descend altitude at 2,500 feet, QNH 1007. Yellow Star, cleared ILS approach, runway 17.
Descent altitude 2,500 at QNH 1007 for the ILS runway 17. Ivy Star, Scandinavian 812. Let's fly out interference again. No, it's not yet going down, is it? Not fast enough for me. So, vertical speed. So this is saying that waypoint will be at 2,500. So we could maybe even let's go 750. That's what target speed, 230.
Aeroflot 2184, contact Copenhagen approach 118.455, resume normal speed.
Airflot 2184, contact Copenhagen approach 118.455 with our speed, thanks for that, say bye bye.
So do hope we're going to get altitude mode at 2,500. Let's arm the localizer.
Itinerary 57, Sweden control, identify the inbound clearance Copenhagen T23, Charlie arrival runway 22 left, descend flight level 180.
And our speed?
T23 Charlie 22 left,
go 200.
Aegis manifesting.
And I'll go flaps 1.
Egypt 320, Sweden control, identify the inbound clearance Copenhagen, T23, Charlie arrival at 22 left. Descend flight level 180.
Descend 180, expect Chipwood. Charlie arrival.
Localizer capture.
Egypt 320.
Egypt 320, confirm T23, Charlie arrival.
Apologies, 3 Charlie, Egypt 320.
Thank you.
Let's go flaps 5.
Control, good evening, Air India 158. Passing flight level 170. Sorry, 107.
Arm the approach as well.
Air India 158, Sweden control, identified. Climb flight level 280.
Climb to flight level 280, Air India 158.
Egypt Air 759, contact Copenhagen control, 11455, resume normal speed.
Engine start switch, realize
just
speed
broke
brake
up
arm,
right at the end of
landing
that.
gear down,
Confirm the
flaps green
frequency,
light.
please.
Egypt Air 759, resume normal speed, contact Copenhagen control 118.455.
Thanks very much, normal speed 118.455, Egypt Air 759.
Does not look like we're very properly aligned, does it?
Ryanair 604, contact Sweden control 124.155.
104155 for Ryanair 604.
Ryanair 604, negative 124.155.
124.155, Ryanair 604, thanks.
But we do have a severe crosswind from the right at 34 knots. Was captured by the glide slope. flaps, then let's go even further.
Scandinavian 812, wind 220 degrees, 15 knots, runway 17, clear to land.
Runway 17 clear to land, Scandinavian 812. That's just the gear warning because we had the flaps, but it is not shutting up. That's better.
Egypt Air 957, descend altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1007.
We're going full flaps.
5007,
VLF speed 134 plus 5 for wind would be 139.
P20, descend
Let's
flight
go
level
140.
100.
It's really quite windy.
Confirm descent level 100, Egypt Air 320.
Correct.
Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
Sweden control,
I still think we're fully configured, we're almost at 1,000 feet. Given the wind, I think it's probably safer
416, Sweden control, identified.
The autopilot on a little bit
Copenhagen,
longer.
P23, Charlie arrival, runway 22 left, descend flight level 180.
We'll take it to the right.
Charlie arrival for the 22 left and flight level 180, okay, level 6.
The wind's 19 knots.
Traffic.
Right, we're about 600 feet above ground level. Let's turn off the autopilot. That's our runway.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$50, $30, $20,
Idle.
$10.
Let's touch down. Welcome to Malmö, everybody. Full reverse.
Air India 158, contact Sweden control 124, decimal 155.
And people exit. And we'll take 8 to the right, right here. That's a bit of tail braking.
Air India 158, contact Sweden control 124, decimal 155.
124 decimal 155, Air India 158.
Scandinavian 812, very warm welcome to Sturup, taxi to stand 3 via Yankee and Charlie.
Yankee and Charlie, thank you, Scandinavian 812.
Egypt Air 957, contact Copenhagen control 118 decimal 455.
Copenhagen 455, Egypt Air 957.
So via Yankee and Charlie, let's
Egypt Air 320, descend altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1007.
25,000 feet, QNH 1007, Egypt Air 320.
Yankee Charlie, okay. So let's first just taxi to the gate, and then we'll disconnect from the VATSIM network, and then also disconnect from the Volanta app, or network if you will. Then I'll do some replay construction, and hopefully we get something nice. But it was fun to fly on VATSIM, and very nice that there was A-to-C coverage throughout the entire flight. So this aircraft we're just going to ignore, right? For this this ground vehicle. All right. So where are we now? Yankee, then coming up Delta, and then after that, there's Charlie. So Charlie to the left.
KLM 416, descend flight level 100.
Flight level 100, scanning for objects.
Good evening, it's 75 Papa, descending on 33064.
India 75 Papa, Sweden control identified.
Like super dark here.
Copenhagen till 3, Charlie arrival, runway 22 left, descend flight level 180.
This is 3 Charlie arrival into Copenhagen and descend to 180, Egypt 78, correction 75.
Let's not run into that building here, so we'll just stop here and we'll set the parking brake. And that's it, man. We have made it in one piece from Bremen in Germany to Malmö in Sweden, Malmö, using the 757-800 by PMDG. She performed quite well, and so did ATC. I was really happy that there was coverage the entire time, and it was very nice that they started without descent nicely on time, and they even asked us to expedite to 4,000 at some point, just so that we could take the next step to 2,500. Anyway, so here we are. Thank you very much for checking, everybody. There will be more live videos later. I will upload the landing replay. Thank you very much for checking, and stay funky, keep your loved ones close. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Scandinavian 812 at the gate. Thank you very much for your service, sir, and have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Dudut. India 320, contact Copenhagen control 118.455.
118.455, Egypt 320, ciao.